You're watching PTV.
Just in case you're feeling outnumbered at noon. Just in case you meet your new in-laws. Just in case something unexpected happens to you. You got your Dial.
Dial, the leading deodorant soap, has twice the active ingredient of the number 2 brand. Twice as much for confidence all day long.
Merry Christmas, boys, and a Merry Christmas from Dial.
You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Ring in the holidays, ring out the year, sparkling with Andre, love and good cheer. Take Andre home for the holidays, Andre for the holidays.
What's a celebration without Andre Champagne to lend sparkle and elegance? And Andre Cold Duck to keep things bubbling along. Greet the season and your friends with the best. Andre.
For the holidays and all year long.
Merry Christmas!
Christmas in July, everyone. I'm about to open a bottle of cold duck.
Cold duck.
Let me give this
We
away.
have to have some entree cold duck. It has cherries in it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Frasier. Cold duck.
What episode
Okay,
was that?
everyone, I'm unscrewing the top.
Yeah. It's super white trashy.
It's a screw top?
It's a screw top for sparkling wine.
Yep. And here
That. Whoa! Yay! Christmas has started! Yay! It made a popping sound. So this is entree cold duck.
Yeah, that's
And
disgusting.
we're gonna make a cocktail with it, but we're gonna try it.
Doug wants to try it before we make the cocktail. Just get a sip.
We need a little bubbly to start the. Oh, it's very red.
Yeah.
Well, even in the deformed color of that commercial that you saw, it was red there too.
Yeah.
It was from the. It was that. I think that was the late 70s, early 80s, late 70s.
Danielle recognizes this is the Frasier episode with Sherry. Yes, it is.
Thank you, Danielle.
How is it? Is it sweet?
I actually like it. I actually liked it.
Cold duck, everyone. This is Andre Champagne, courtesy of.
It's a little medicinal, but it's not bad.
It's fermented sparkling red, and it's bottled. Actually, it's handled through Modesto.
Gallo. I love Gallo wine because they have the cheapest, trashiest wine.
Okay.
Our vermouth, our sweet vermouth is from Gallo.
Everyone knows that all the finest wineries are in Modesto.
Made and bottled by Andre Cellars, Modesto, California.
Which is also part of Gallo. So Gallo, if you want cheap, tacky wine, I actually like it.
Well, then I guess that makes you cheap and tacky.
No, it is not. Oh. Oh. Ken wants us to clang the glasses.
Okay, good cheer. I mean, there was a whole thing, thanks to Ben and Sherry. They went on this wild goose chase because now you guys know we wanted to surprise everybody to start the holidays off with good cheer. So, with cold duck. If you like the Frasier episode, what episode was it?
It's
Benjamin?
season 4, episode 9. This is when we meet Martin Crane's girlfriend, Sherry Dempsey.
Yeah.
Was it really as late as episode 4 or season 4?
Season 4. Yeah.
Wow.
So go to season 4, episode what? To watch the
episode 9. Yeah, and you get to see. So, have you ever tried cold duck? Just once.
Just once.
Bonus points. Bonus points. Who played Sherry in those episodes?
Oh yeah, someone in the chat. Who played Sherry in just let us know in the chat.
Martin Crane's girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know, this is not bad because I had the word cherry on the bottom. I knew I was going to like it. Okay, now make the drink.
I will.
But we got to have a little bubbly for the holidays.
Sherry turned into a Christmas tree. Yeah, for today. There it is.
Yeah, Sherry's on holiday, literally on another holiday. So, Marsha.
Danielle is
Marsha
2 for
Mason.
2.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 for 2. All right.
Okay,
God,
hold on. Let's have one more bonus question. Can you name the ABC sitcom that Marsha Mason guested in for several seasons in a couple of one-offs episodes every season, playing the mother of the actress or the character played by Patricia Heaton?
Yeah.
Name that show.
Yeah.
Name that show.
Okay.
We've referenced it
While
many.
while people are watching this, we'll go ahead and check out where's Chatty. Chatty is hanging out in the Christmas in July tree, which is right behind us. We have this tree is featuring all of the LED
This
lights.
actually isn't bad.
The LED lights from True Tone. That's fantastic. Love the quality of those C7 lights. Those things burn like 90% less energy than the regular ones.
Yeah, this is roughly, we think it's maybe like a 20 watt, maybe a 20 watt light bulb.
Yeah.
Like a 15, 20 watt light bulb. And there's 50 C9s on here.
C7s.
C7s.
Okay.
They're so
Wow.
vintagey. It's so wonderful. We decorated that on the 4th of July.
Okay. Matt guessed
Physically on the 4th of
No,
July.
it wasn't Family Ties. Well, I'll tell you what it is. It was the middle. Marcia Mason plays the grandmother to the kids in the Heck House.
Yeah, Mark.
Yes, Mark, you're right. Mark, you got it.
The middle.
The middle.
The middle.
All right.
Best show ever.
Well, let's
Arnie,
go ahead.
Arnie, before you continue, can you close in on me as well? Can you give me a close up?
Do I need to put my glasses on?
Because Chatty's hanging out with me too.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Look at that.
And those wonderful ornaments we made.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can see directly behind us. There's the there it
Oh,
is.
yeah, there's Chatty.
There's Chatty. Right back there.
Wait, Chatty's everywhere.
Yeah, Chatty is everywhere today. All right. It's that time. Let's go ahead and make that cocktail.
Yeah,
that
I'm
we
gonna
promised.
try.
We're making a champagne cocktail tonight. Let's go. Let's get to it. We are making a Christmas in July cocktail.
Well, it's actually more like a Christmas goose because it's a cold duck, and so it's more of a Christmas goose.
Well,
But,
wait. How can you make a goose out of a goose out of a duck?
Aren't they the same thing?
They are not the same thing.
I beg to
both
differ. Have you ever
birds.
seen how big a Canadian goose is? compared to
Oh
a
yeah,
duck?
they're totally two different things. Okay, so yeah, we can't think of it as like Christmas brunch because this drink is like a mimosa.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's get my little water glass out of the way. And we are going to make this.
It has rum in it, of course, to mask the cold duck.
This is a pour and go. So I take each of the glasses and pour a little bit in. But because of the amount that's involved making these cocktails, I'm doing it in a bigger measuring cup because it's just a lot easier than the shot glass.
Our shot glass measuring is called oh God, I need another drink. The mini measuring shot glass, the ink is fallen off. So I wanted to throw it away yesterday because I was so in a fit of pique.
So I'm going to go ahead and start by, let me get these a little closer to the camera so you can actually see me pouring in. How's that look? A little better? Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 ounces of coconut rum in each of the glasses first.
Whoa, that's a lot of rum.
No, it isn't, because it has juice in it and cold duck.
And then we're going to go with orange juice.
Smell it.
Okay.
Make sure it's not sour.
It's fine.
Let me smell.
Yep.
It smells like orange juice.
Yes.
We thought it expired.
And now it's going to smell like Christmas.
All right, so we put in 1 ounce in that one. That's going to be like a mimosa.
Yeah, we're making a Christmas mimosa with rum.
And then we've got orange juice in this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that with pineapple as well. Do you want to close that?
Yes.
And then, of course, just a can of pineapple juice. So
Not a big fan of Del Monte, but I'm very sad that they're filing Chapter 11.
yeah.
We're big fans of Del Monte. The world headquarters is not far from our house.
All right. So We have
Eat some more canned goods, people, so they don't go belly up.
an ounce of pineapple juice in that glass.
Well, it depends on what type of canned goods you're asking about, because if you're talking green beans, I am not going to eat canned green beans.
No,
Those
like
are
canned green beans, canned beans. Those are not gross if they're good for something. I mean,
cream style corn, maybe.
yeah, canned corn is amazing, and it's great for some recipes we have.
Oh, Christy, please let your mother know that we're hoping she's doing well with her surgery. Okay, time to top off with cold duck. So here we go. Let's see how this goes.
You just top it off?
Yeah. Oh,
my
this is
God.
going to be amazing. Did you try it?
Nope.
You didn't try
I
cold
did
duck?
not try this.
Look at the changing color there, though.
It's very Christmassy.
It's like watching a paint mixer.
All right,
Okay.
here you go.
We got to do the Andre clang.
The Andre Clink.
All right,
should-
hold on. Let's present so that we can actually do a little better here.
Merry
Here we go.
Christmas. Okay. Oh, that was sad.
Wow, very sad. Just kind of like a tick.
Well, that's now a little more sweeter because it has all that juice.
It's got the fruit juice in it, but yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
Little sweet, more sweeter, sweeter than I usually
chug a
like.
lot of these. Yeah, I think it
I
needs
could
more
I could
rum.
do with a little bit of sour with that.
Yeah,
Okay,
it needs.
for
but,
those of you who know about champagne cocktails, I once watched Back from the Blast from the Past. It's a Brendan Fraser film from the late 1990s,
Yeah.
and some girl that he's met asks, "What is she drinking?" or what would you like? And he said, "I would like a champagne cocktail." And Alicia Silverstone asks, "Well, I thought only hookers drank those." And Brendan Fraser's character says, "Well, I know Mom sure liked them."
Oh my gosh. No, we're really good. We were the bartenders at their nephew's wedding back in October of 2019, and we just made champagne cocktails.
Yeah.
And let's just say we got a lot of Texans drunk.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
They
we did.
were
They were slamming the back.
they were blotzos.
Blotto.
Blottos, as from Mr. Paul would say, major blottos. Blottos.
Blotto. Stinko.
Go.
Hammered.
After a lot of bathtub gin.
Bathtub gin.
Yeah, no.
Karl Marx.
No, those are just all quotes from Anti-Meme.
All Anti-Meme.
All right, everyone.
You have to watch Anti-Meme.
We have
We've
cocktail
sold
in hand.
Now
We
it's
are-
Hallmark time.
Yeah, we're ready for a Hallmark Channel movie review.
I love you, Kelly.
Kelly, we don't question it.
No,
We
we
don't
love
question it.
you. We take you for you are. Your family.
Okay, this film,
Okay.
Unwrapping Christmas. It is the first of a 4-part film series. Unwrapping Christmas, this one is called Tina's Miracle. Successful gift wrapping. First of all, the first word, successful.
No.
We don't know if it's successful or not, but it's a gift wrapping shop owner, Tina. She's in charge of planning this year's annual Christmas gala, but things begin to go awry when the gala faces cancellation due to a Scrooge-like estate owner. This one stars Natalie Hall and Alex Santos. Alex Santos was in the movie last week that we watched, A Machu Picchu Proposal. His performance in this one was better simply because it was a better cast. But did that mean it was a good film? Ben,
Okay.
let us know. What did you think?
His performance wasn't that much better. I'm sorry. The first half of the movie, I wanted to just give up on this thing. The movie progressed to get a little bit more palatable, but that still didn't save the whole movie for me. The whole misunderstanding story has been done to death. And as far as I'm concerned, this movie could have gone unmade and I would have been just as happy.
You know, I kind of agree with you on this one. It was
I dozed off watching it.
Mark dozed off while watching it.
I was online shopping, just putting stuff in shopping carts. I don't have any money, but it was fun just putting stuff in shopping carts.
Yeah. So, and for Daniela, she says, this one was a miss for me. Cute, but very boring. And the ADR was distracting. Absolutely, it was.
Yeah.
Not just the ADR was distracting, but lots of little
What the
details
hell's
that were
an
missing.
ADR?
It's the sound.
Oh.
Something else that was distracting were certain details in the film, like when she printed off the wrapping paper that she did off of a Polaroid picture. And we all know how crisp and crystal clear the image is in a Polaroid picture.
And it just happened just like that. And it was edge to the edge perfectly. She was taking wallpaper. There was a lot of cheesiness to it. It got better as they were figuring out who the house was. I called it out right out that one of them is related to that woman in blue.
So, yeah, the concept of this is that Unwrapping Christmas refers to Tia. It's Tina's. Yeah, her store is called All Wrapped Up, and she wraps gifts all year long. I guess gets really busy at Christmas. They must have other services that the store offers as well, because you just can't make a business all based around wrapping packages.
No.
Just
Well,
not
apparently
possible.
these 4 women could.
And this was a college project that the professor forced them to make it as a real business.
Yeah.
So all 4 of them went into this business.
Now, all 4 women are going to be featured in their own film, but I guess Tina is the official owner of this store, and the other 3 work there.
Okay.
But that's still not clear.
Can I share some notes that I made during this move while I'm watching? Okay.
Absolutely. I'll present your camera.
Okay. These are just some quick notes that I made while I watched the film, and this was at Arnie's suggestion. Stilted acting. Michael Alonso, who was the male lead, and his profound pauses are annoying. His acting chops were not there. They had a stereotypical mopey kid with dyslexia.
ADHD.
Yeah. Okay.
Dyslexia.
Okay.
Anyway, there was one scene where they were doing this cooking in a kitchen project and all, and they had garlands and lights all over the counters. And I'm thinking, who in their right mind? I mean, I understand. Even Arnie and Doug decorate their place to the hilt. But who puts garlands and lights directly in the areas where you're supposed to put pots and pans?
Yeah.
This was not a Christmas movie. And I just want to know, how often are church sanctuaries used for wrapping parties and music montages?
Now, Richard brings up a good point. Forget the fact that they finally Google the house at the end of the movie to find out that Alec doesn't own the house, yet he still thinks it can convert it into a school.
Yeah.
It was owned by the county.
It's so
Don't these counties or cities know how much,
Yeah.
what their assets are?
Ben, one thing about those Christmas decorations that you mentioned,
Yeah.
they put garland and lights behind the faucet at the sink.
Yes.
Yeah, keep electricity away from a sink.
Yes.
Period.
Oh, I need a place for my knives.
Doug, did you happen to notice that the logo for Alonzo Industries was everywhere and it was a terrible logo?
He mentioned that. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention. I was online shopping.
Yeah.
I just didn't care.
Just a couple more notes. First of all, their paper wrapping contest that was supposed to be part of this whole celebration was one of the stupidest contests ever.
Yeah.
It was.
Tina asked the mopey kid to take a picture with a Polaroid to make sure it was in focus. I mean, you can't focus a Polaroid picture. Everybody knows that.
Yeah,
exactly. There were so many stupid parts of this script that just didn't make sense. And it's almost like the writers were assigned to this project and just gave up after 2 days of writing.
There were plenty of holes in the stories that were just not flushed out at all. Nothing was flushed out.
Because we're super fussy when it comes to our Christmas movies.
It wasn't
a Christmas movie.
There it is. Just
a doll storyline. You just wanted to clean the kitchen or do something else.
Yeah, really. Who cared?
But it wasn't a Christmas movie. If we are now being really hypercritical.
Yeah.
We don't do Christmas adjacents. If this movie can be taken out at a different time, we want to know that it's Christmas centric. I have to have Christmas centric. If you're going to do a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
I don't want to make it to be with something else.
Just remember, Noah is our resident
Yeah,
mopey
he's a
kid.
mopey kid. What?
And yeah, Chris,
Stop texting me.
definitely you are safe in skipping this film. Ben, what did you score this film on a scale of 0 to 10 gold crowns? What did you give it?
I gave it 2. And I didn't score it 0 because there were parts of the film where I was actually distracted into thinking that it was an okay movie. But this is the way I came up with my score. We have a maximum score of 10, but because the movie only really started to get kind of decent halfway through, I halved the score at that point. But because the score wasn't even worthy of 5, it only got a couple of points out of me, which is why it got down to 2.
Okay, why are you
That makes sense?
texting?
Yes, it does.
That was way too long diatribe of you trying to score something that was bad.
But I can tell you, I gave it 2 gold crowns, although I was doing some research on it, and the general consensus across the internet was 6 out of 10. I completely disagree. For me, 2 gold crowns.
I don't know if it was pity or I just wasn't paying attention, but I like the fact that they were figuring something out, and everything I predicted came true. Oh, one of them is going to be related to that old bat that's in blue up there. I knew all of that, so I'm giving it a 3.
Of course.
I gave it a 3. I mean, I love how the rich I'm just going to create a school because my kid's not getting attention at work.
I like what Oscar says here. Who watches Hallmark Christmas movies for the stories? Not me. Unless they do stuff like eating pecans or nuts.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So,
all right. So yeah,
Hallmark, they put this out last year?
No, they put this out first on Hallmark Plus. And all 4 films dropped when that service premiered back in October.
Yeah, this was some of their new content so they can have original content for Hallmark Plus, the streaming service.
So now it's on Hallmark Channel, and I think they should have just left it there on Hallmark Plus. It could have given us a repeat of Christmas at the Plaza or Pemberley Manor.
Oh, we made up for it.
Any of the other
Christmas.
Yeah.
But this is not as bad as Hearts Around the Table.
Yeah.
It's bad. That was bad. At least this one had...
I agree with Richard. They need to get to just one-off films so that the stories are concise. We don't need these arcs of films. The Wedding Veil, Hearts Across the Table, or whatever that mess was called. Unwrapping Christmas.
The only 3-film arc that I think was fine was when they were doing Love on the Danube, when they were all separate stories. It was just like a Love Boat situation. I thought that was fine.
And then the Cherry Lane I thought was superior.
Well, but Cherry Lane wasn't an arc of films. It was just a one film, and then they created a bunch of films that they posted on the streaming service. Now, the other arc that I didn't mind was the one with the Royals early on.
Yes, that was
done. And then the Barcelona, you can have 2 offs where one kind of helps the other.
But that was fine.
So it can work.
But they're just trying too hard at packaging all these films together in groups. They just need to go back to just creating a single story that goes for 1 hour and 24 minutes.
So like I said, this is the first of 4 films. Let's hope that the other 3 get better. Although I'll tell you this,
I'm running out of shopping carts.
My hopes are not up, but let's see what happens. Hallmark will be doing another one of these this Saturday, and I don't remember which name it is. It's one of the 4 women that work there at the wrapping store, but the film will be based around her. All right, everyone, we're going to take a quick break here. You are watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. We'll be right back.
Got a minute? Duncan Hines got a new idea. Holiday desserts with American Dash.
With just one pan,
One Duncan Hines mix.
no more than 4 ingredients,
No more than 35 minutes of your time.
you can make one of these dazzling desserts.
Make my snow mountains with the Lux 2 Devils food. Bake in a cupcake pan, split, fill, top, and kiss. Wasn't that easy?
Make my Christmas tree with Swiss chocolate mix baked in a tube pan. Build up mint ice cream balls, let chocolate sauce drip down. Wasn't that easy?
Make my fabulous flambe. Bake a deluxe 2 yellow cake, cool, frost with whipped topping, spoon on hot cherry filling, brandy, and flambe. Wasn't that easy? Delicious.
Ethel, you're terrific.
Duncan Hines, desserts with American Dash. In holiday magazines now. Watch them dash through it.
You're watching PTV.
And now, another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. You've decided to put greens above your cabinet in your kitchen. And now they're in place. If you find yourself staring at a blank canvas once you have your greens up, try this simple trick. Try laying out your ornaments in order on a table prior to putting them on the greens. This simple step makes it much easier to put your ornaments on the greens without having to think while you're standing on a ladder or on the counter. The ornaments go up very quickly if you plan ahead. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. Did you like those Duncan Hines cakes?
I did. I loved my home ec class. Oh, I love that time of year or that time of my life.
Yeah, it was very
It was-
much easier time.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I
my
never
gosh.
took a home ec class.
Oh, I did. I aced it.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I didn't take a home ec class either.
I did.
Well, I was taking a lot of music classes, so I didn't have time. All right, it is time to try something from Trader Joe's.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
All right, thank
This
you,
is very
Janie.
sweet.
Yeah, Janie liked the decorations for the kitchen. Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
gonna show it on the YouTube or one of the Instas or Faces or whatever about you take a cake mix box, and you add whole milk, real butter instead of oil, and an extra egg and see if it tastes more like a bakery. I'm gonna try that technique.
Well, we got actually show the package first.
Well, you gave it to me and I thought I was supposed to open it.
No, it is. It's open. It is watermelon freeze-dried candies. We're gonna give these a try. I mean, we are all about melons here, so we could try that out and see if it
They're
works.
very light. They look like
Yeah,
corn
our,
puffs.
our melon episode was last week, and we wanted to have all this watermelon stuff for that show, but our stores on the West Coast for Trader Joe's were a little late in getting the product in.
Yeah,
This is like packaging, those packing peanuts?
Yeah.
it looks like
It looks like packing
it
peanuts.
actually looks like a giant piece of Trix.
Yeah, or a giant Cocoa Puff, or
Oh!
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
Doug is now rinsing out his mouth.
Can we take these back to Trader Joe's?
Probably so.
Matt, are you getting any type of reaction from your customer base on watermelon candy.
Oh, my eyes are watering. They're so bad.
This stuff is kind of
I need a
nasty.
napkin. The texture is vile.
So what am I
God.
what am I supposed to do with the 3 that I have left over?
Throw them in the trash.
Put them in this and then give it back.
We're going to go take it back to Trader Joe's. Those are nasty. Oh,
Doug was meloned.
Oh my God. That was nasty.
Noah says we should rinse with eggnog. Actually, he's doing it with cold duck.
Well, we did it. I'm doing it with cold duck. Oh my God, that's nasty.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Woo.
Now I let it dissolve on my tongue, but yeah, that
Feed
I'm
it
not
to
a
the
fan.
birds.
That is nasty. Oh, they're going back.
I guess. Well, Paul says feed it to the birds. Maybe we should just feed it to the cold duck.
Ooh, now I'm getting.
He
Now
says
I'm
feed
sweaty.
it to the bird. Definitely. Okay.
Oh, those are nasty. Oh,
Matt says go ahead, return them. Yeah, but he hasn't been hearing anything about it. But yeah, we were.
yeah, they're not good. They're
Not
avoid
a
them.
fan.
Just avoid them.
They're circus peanuts bad.
I rarely complain about products we taste on this show.
Oh.
Ones that come from Trader Joe's anyway.
Yeah.
If you like those, you're a sociopath. They're up there with circus peanuts. That's nasty.
Okay, hold on.
If you want sociopath, I picked these up for you guys.
Yay! We couldn't find those to save our life.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of pickles either, but these will be coming to
it wasn't
you.
Paul and Kelly. That was on scene.
Oh, yeah,
I saw that on LCTV.
Those people in Jersey.
Let's Celebrate TV did an episode 2-3 weeks back where they featured everything pickles.
That's right. It was those 2 dudes in Jersey.
And
that's right.
That particular show inspired what's coming up this Sunday on their show, where they are doing something that Ben requested.
Yeah.
Everything about chicken nuggets. So you're going to want to check that out.
Oh.
And Doug, I think the more appropriate phrase to describe them would be Jersey boys.
Yeah.
What did I call them?
The dudes from Jersey.
Oh, yeah. They're one of them.
Yep. Pickleball.
Jersey. They're guys.
We will be trying those sometime this month, I imagine.
Ben was traipsing up and down the area because we were looking for them when we were going through all of our little places. Oh,
yeah, and I happened to find them at Five Below.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were not at no grocery store or any convenience store.
Okay, he says that the pickles. He says they're fab. So okay,
yeah,
I'll try those. All right,
I think I trust them.
Oh,
all right.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, Jim's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hi,
hey
Jim.
guys.
Hello, Jim.
Okay, what's next?
It is time for a Hallmark Spotlight. All right. This weekend is
that thing almost pulled out. I almost pulled my back.
This weekend is the Keepsake Ornament premiere at Hallmark. The official premiere is on Saturday, July 11th, but because we are Keepsake Ornament Club members,
Saturday, July 12th. We go on Friday, July 11th.
Yeah, Saturday. We get a sneak peek on Friday, July 11th.
We could pick up our crap on Friday. So we will be there. I have a networking meeting and then a meeting, and then I pick them up and we're going to make a beeline to Mickey Mall and we're going to be picking up our stuff.
I'll give that a Dougism. Mickey Mall refers to a shopping mall near us that used to have the Disney store.
It's the only mall. It's starting to get a little, it's starting to give dead mall vibes. It's not dead, but it's old and tired.
Yeah.
It's transitioning.
Yes. Well, that's a nice way of saying it. But
this week's ornament that we're featuring here is Charlie Brown. Good grief, Charlie Brown. He's wrapped up, of course, with his kite. He's just not a good kite flyer. Of course, it doesn't help that he has a kite-eating tree.
Yeah, he has a kite-eating tree. And the Charles Schultz Museum in Santa Rosa, they literally have a kite-eating tree. There's a real tree that has real kites in it. You walk in and you're like, oh my God, that's a real tree with real kites.
Yeah, Matt says you need a spittoon.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't want to put it down there.
I think a spittoon is not a bad idea.
It's in the toilet. It's probably turning red. I should flush. I should flush.
All right. while we're discussing this, last year we had sponsorship of trees. We are going to be doing the same thing when we're setting up our Christmas forest here at PTV.
In 2 months.
We are doing a sponsorship drive here for you to receive special perks here from PTV Live. We do a weekly shout out, and you'll receive our annual PTV Live ornament for $100 for the gold crown. For 2 gold crowns, you will be able to have a sponsored tree and a Zoom call from us where we will talk to you and answer all of your questions. And if that's on top of also the weekly shout out and the annual PTV Live ornament. Now, if you do a $500 sponsorship, that gives you all of those things as well as exclusive sponsorship of one of the trees in the forest, or you could sponsor one of the segments on PTV Live.
Oh, and the free gift.
Yes.
The thing
that's right. You
there's
will
something,
also, yeah,
you'll get a free
at 2
special
and
gift.
2 and 3 gold crowns, you'll receive a special gift from Doug and me.
Yes. Can't tell you what it is.
We'll talk about that more when the time comes. But yeah, that is.
It could be that or something else. I don't know. I have some things in mind.
Could that be any more vague? Could he?
Well, you'll be surprised. You will want these gifts. So
Please,
yeah,
I'm listening live and I'm confused.
It's not hard. It's right there. It's in text.
All right.
It's italicized.
You know,
it's not that hard.
Let's do a PTV throwback at this point. I'm sure.
Contact us if you have more. If you want more information, operators are standing by. Yeah. Thank you.
You can email us at peppertreevilla@gmail.com, or if you'd like, you can go ahead and do the standard snail mail.
Gene, yes, we're still taking the coffee sponsorships. This is separate on top of that.
That is on top. This is on top of coffee. Yes.
If you want to do coffee
sponsorships are still available. We'll see a spot in that in our next commercial break. We'll mention that.
So thank you everybody who do. It does help.
Yeah, we are going to be doing a little PTV throwback here. But before even before we get to our cocktail,
yeah, let's go.
We're gonna check out where Chatty is in the forest this week. Chatty is hanging out in the master bathroom right now.
Oh my God, he saw me in my birthday suit many times. Oh my gosh, I forgot he was there. He saw me in all of my nakedness.
You traumatized.
I was flashing the little toy.
That poor phone.
Yeah, I saw a lot of skin that day. Oh, when did you put that on?
Chatty's been there all week.
I was there over the weekend and I saw
skin. You saw a lot of me. Holy cow! I forgot he was staring at me.
So I did a fade of the camera. I did a fade of the lights so you can see what it looks like with the lights on and with the lights off in the bathroom, and so it just glows very nicely without the lights on.
He has it tucked in because my sink is on the left-hand side, so it stares at you, but I didn't know it was staring at me.
Christy is right. Well, that is tree number 50 in the forest. So yeah, there are. 50,
that's why he has a smile on his face.
There are 50. Oh my gosh.
In
50 trees.
I can't stop. I can't. It will keep on going.
Okay.
Look, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, let's just say
John's comment, not Chatty's purity.
Yo, no, let's just say, like, Curious George is no longer curious. It saw everything. I mean, everything.
There goes the G rating for this show.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's just say that poor Chatty. It's nothing will surprise him anymore.
No. No, definitely not.
No.
All right. We have one more tasting tonight. Let's get to it. Ben, you have the package in front of you, don't you?
Yes, I do.
We were shopping, of course.
Yeah. And Ben, you found this.
Yeah. These
Oreo
are
Thins.
Irish cream.
Yeah.
Now, we've tried a lot of different flavors of Oreos, and I never, to my knowledge, remember seeing Irish cream as one of the flavors. And I know we didn't try these on our show. But that show, of course, was, what, 5 years ago now?
4 years.
Wow.
We did it in March of 2021.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
That was with our niece Megan and Jim of Mr. More Sunshine, Please.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
He went ahead and was on the show as well. All right, these are thins.
They were very thin.
So they are very thin.
These are tiny. They're like little symbols.
You can't pop them off the lick.
It's not colored green, so that's a good thing.
Well, these are delicious.
The mint is very. There's just not even a mint.
Irish cream. It's Irish cream.
It's Irish cream. There's not even a mint.
It actually tastes like Irish cream.
Yeah,
I want more chocolate though.
Yeah, but that tastes like Bailey's Irish cream.
They're really good.
That's really good.
This is really good.
I think we found these Oreos at Safeway.
Safeway.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big mass grocery store conglomerates. Yeah. You know, those are actually very good.
That was at Safeway in our area. Definitely. And
those are like really good.
No wonder
for Doug to compliment an Oreo, that's really saying something.
Yeah, definitely. I would not hesitate in buying these. These are good. And the thing is that being that they're thin, you get that Oreo taste without a tremendous amount of calories for that taste.
No, they taste like Bailey's Irish cream. I mean, they actually taste really good.
It's a decent cookie.
Yeah. And it even goes good. Well, I'm done with my cold duck, but I mean, it's really good. Now I'm on water.
All right. We're going to take another quick break here, but we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
From the heart of Orlando to wherever life takes you, 407 Original Brand Apparel is more than just a casual line of clothing. It's the spirit of Orlando stitched into every thread. Tees, hoodies, and gear built for every adventure, every day. Gear up and carry the 407 wherever you go. Only at theorlandoguy.com.
You're gonna make it after all.
You're watching PTV.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Everyone's asleep. Shh, I gotta wake them up. Come on.
Oh, you're home.
Happy holidays from Folgers.
Let's just say Chatty has matured in this household. He's went from teenager to now drinking. He's over 21.
Yeah.
So he's drinking cold duck.
Yeah, he's now in cold duck. He's putting down the Bartle and James wine coolers.
Thank you to Richard, the Orlando guy.
Yeah, that was cute.
For a little help with the toy box intro there. That was really cute.
Thank you. These graphics are very fun. They're not easy, and we like to share everybody with these. So,
yeah,
kind of like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
surprise!
it is Christmas in July. We have a few things to share with you tonight about Christmas in July. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and talk about our little day of fun that we had on Saturday. Ben came over and we ran some errands, and we had a little fun in the car, and then stores. Now take a look at this. Doug saw this right away.
Mortified.
He noticed
first thing I saw
raisins.
They really wanted their customers where raisins are. You guys know how our stands with raisins. They're pathetic grapes. I will eat them. Not a fan. I don't know where my childhood trauma came from about raisins. I don't get them. I don't like them. They're evil, but they're somehow, I guess you need to like dry everything. It's some kind of like old person. Now that I'm old.
Those True Blue cookies are a favorite of Ben's from his childhood.
Oh yeah, but they're
Here
poison.
we found this, and then we walked into Safeway, found a great deal on ears of corn, 7 cents each.
So we got 10 ears of corn. So I'm going to be making probably corn chowder, probably from Disneyland. I made this before. Now this is corn that was literally grown in the town of the store.
Yeah.
Because this is known for all their corn.
Brentwood is known for their corn.
They have a corn festival.
Melon. A lot of this fruit is very, very local to us, so we're very fortunate for that.
I never had cheese curds at A&W, so I tried them. They were delicious.
Yeah. Ben said we had to go. And look at, that's Doug's name on the form. Doug.
How hard is to spell my name? I've told you guys about this. How hard is to spell Doug? I've had T-U-G, D-O-U-G-H.
Go! And of course, we also found Sprouts there in Brentwood. So we went to Sprouts and found some nice little treats there.
Arnie's weak hands.
Yeah.
His sickly corn nuts.
There we are. So that was the strawberry cheese.
I love Sprouts.
And then this one intrigued us because Mizithra cheese is something we usually only see at the Spaghetti Factory. So we liked that. And of course, various dressings that we had a lot of enjoyment from those.
I knew I liked Kelly so much. She loves the A&W cheese curds.
Yeah, they are amazing.
I never had them before until Saturday. They're delicious.
Jean likes them too. So yeah, definitely.
Ben's like, you guys got to try these. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And of course, while we were there, we also had to go to Home Goods.
Because it was Code Orange. Their Halloween stuff is out.
Yeah. And you can see it right there. There's a big skeleton when Doug says, okay, I don't need to get that, but it's interesting. And little ghosts there as well.
Ghosts. They had pumpkins. They had ghosts. They actually had stuff I wanted, but I actually said no. I put things away. We walked out of there empty-handed.
Yeah, we did. We did. All right. So,
because this is a Hallmark month, people. You guys all know we do Hallmark ornaments. That's Friday's going to be very painful. Goldman Smacks is going to really love us.
Now we did spend a little bit of time this weekend and we made eggnog, but not just eggnog.
No.
We made Tiki eggnog. Now this is the recipe that we saw on a channel called Make and Drink. He is a local YouTuber here in the Bay Area.
Just mixed cocktails.
He is probably, I would say, less than 10 miles from us.
We think.
We've never met him.
No.
But we know the fact that he does live here is simply because his mailbox is in our area. And he talks about stores that are local. He talks about bars that are local. So we know that he is a local guy.
This is based on Morgan... Morgan... So
what makes it tiki, this eggnog, is the fact that it's almost all just rum that's in this particular eggnog.
Morgenthaler.
Yeah. Morgenthaler's.
Yeah,
There it
that
is.
says
So
based on his.
we put things into our Vitamix.
Because
First of
everybody
all,
should have one.
we started with eggs, and then we start adding the rums. And that's just a regular silver rum. Then there's an overproof rum that we put in there as well. And then we did, I think it was a gold. No, sorry, this is the Dorley. Dorley. And for that, we did 2 ounces, I believe.
2 ounces. Has 3 different types of.
I thought Dorley was a secretary on 9 to 5.
No, it's not Dolly Parton.
And this is a gold rum. And then, after the rum, we came with some Amontillado sherry.
Yeah, we got it at Trader Joe's.
Yeah. You'll see that in the moment of Groovy. But Amontillado reminded me of the Edgar Allan Poe story, the cask of Amontillado. So it's a fortified sherry.
That's Morgenthaler's recipe. It has like even tequila, but this is Tiki.
That is an allspice dram that we're putting in now.
How much booze is in this thing?
Oh, it's gonna ferment for 6 months. We did it on
exactly
4th of July.
113 grams of sugar. And then we put in some vanilla. Wait a minute. First of all, we had to put in 9 ounces of milk. And then we put in 6 ounces of heavy whipping
cream.
So you'll see that going in there.
Oh my gosh. I'm getting a stomach ache just watching this.
No, it smells. I licked the bowl.
John!
Oh my God.
John's asking me to bring some to work. I can't because
alcohol. You have to come to the house.
You'll have to come to the house and see the forest when it's ready, John. That is vanilla bean paste that we put in, and then also some vanilla extract. Half a teaspoon of each of those.
And we only use the expensive stuff.
Once we did that, then we had some spices. We put in a teaspoon of nutmeg and a heaping half teaspoon of cinnamon.
This is going to be amazing.
That was all mixed together. And then we took it and we poured it into a bottle. That's the empty rum bottle that we had on the bar.
It had a half an ounce of rum. So I said, I didn't even rinse it out because I was going to put rum back into it. And we did this literally on the 4th of July. So I didn't date it.
Yeah, it looks like that looks like a drunk loose cow.
Yeah, it's mooing. And then we'll probably try it when we kick off Real Christmas on the Burr month.
When we kick off Countdown to Christmas, we will definitely try this eggnog on air.
It smells
But in the meantime,
amazing.
It's going to sit in the refrigerator for 2 months.
Yeah, none touched.
So we're excited about that.
Paul, I agree with you. Is there any Pepto-Bismol in that thing?
Oh, please. It's not like we put Xanax in it. Right now with what's going on, I would put Xanax in anything.
Okay. Then we also made, now this is something, Doug made a brisket. Now Doug has never done a brisket before.
One.
So he started with, that's the fat top. So you dried it off really
Think
well?
about where on the cow a brisket is. Think of it cow boobs. It's right where you're eating cow boobs. So I've never cooked a brisket. I wanted to, and since I liked the new Traeger, I trimmed it.
It's udder. You mean this is near the udder?
Yeah. No,
the upper chest.
On the chest.
I just call them, they call them cow boobs. I don't know what else to call them. The chest of a cow.
So then he put on a lot of what he calls his spells and potions.
The chest.
This was these are different rubs. He put on a good chunk of black pepper.
I watched one dude who said he heard of rubbing your meat with beef bouillon dust.
And then
Blanco. And I made sure, and then I put Blanco, Holy Cow, and tons of coarse ground black pepper.
And a little salt.
Just a skosh more salt. Not that the other stuff had it. And then
we put it on there.
Traeger.
We put that on this Traeger. This is our Woodridge Pro. We put it on for a super smoker, power smoke, or whatever.
It was super smoker from 9:30 to 3. And it did get smoky. I was just trying to figure out that.
Now, these are the trimmings of the fat from it. What he did, he threw that onto the smoker as well to render so that we could get beef tallow. And he did that for a reason. You'll see in a bit. But there he is putting the brisket on the grill.
Meat down, making sure it's probed, and then I just finally looked at it at 3
And you can see
o'clock.
the meat probe there that takes care of the temperature, so you can tell how hot.
Took it off at 160.
You can tell because of that little probe. And there he is checking it, making sure, using his ThermoWorks pen.
Yep.
And there it is. Now, there's the beef tallow. You pour it on top of the brisket.
Rendered beef tallow.
Why?
Because it makes your meat moist.
It adds flavor.
Yes. You do it when you wrap your meat.
Put it back on the smoker, and there he is. It is smoked brisket is already there, but you wrap it, or it's called crutching the meat in butcher paper. So he did that, and there's the rendered fat there on the bottom. But there's the crushed brisket, and of course it's so hot you don't want to carry it, so he puts it on a tray, takes it into the kitchen, and because it has to sit for a while, because once a brisket comes off the smoker, it has to rest.
It needs to. We'll just say my probe just did not want to poke through. I knew it was cooked. It hit 205. See? So Cooks Illustrated.
So then he wrapped it in aluminum foil, heavy duty foil.
Yeah, so it doesn't weep or get leakies. Just say we used a lot of foil.
Yeah, we did.
I use a lot of foil in the house anyway. We're big aluminum people.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. Oh, then he wrapped it in a blanket. Actually, this is a towel.
A towel.
So he wrapped it actually not in just one, but 2 towels. And that was to retain that heat as best as possible.
If you could believe it, we don't have a cooler big enough for this.
Well, we don't have a cooler at all.
No, we don't.
Not like that.
But there's thermal blankets you could buy. It's called like a meat rest. So I threw it in the oven.
After wrapping it in 2 towels. And this is us just amping up our macaroni salad. Ben, that's pickle juice. I know you don't like pickles, but...
You don't like sweet pickle juice? Oh, yeah, my loaded max. It's more like a deviled egg.
Yeah, but man, this is a great macaroni salad.
It has 10 eggs in it.
And then we also did
side salad.
They make great chopped salad, so we threw that together as well.
We needed greens. We couldn't just eat meat.
Yeah, but Doug did unwrap. There it is. And the thing is, when it unwraps and you look at it, it looks like a giant Chipotle burrito.
Yeah. I mean, it just it was hot.
But yeah, it was delicious.
Never done this before, and it was really, really successful.
Once the foil's unwrapped, you'll see how juicy and soaked the paper is that this thing is wrapped in as well. Because remember, still has the butcher paper on it. So of course you carefully unwrap it so that you don't make a mess, because the fat that's rendered could really spill all over the place, make a huge mess in your kitchen. So you got to be careful when you're unwrapping it. But there it is.
Gosh.
That's the paper.
That's the paper.
There it is unwrapped. And this is me.
It jiggled. He didn't get me jiggling my meat, and it jiggled. I was so...
But look how this knife went right through it. It was like a butter knife. It's just so easy. I'm doing it with just one hand, barely touching it.
And I was washing.
And it just went right through.
There it is.
And then...
Here we go. The money shot.
Yeah.
Come on. Where's the money shot?
It's coming soon. We'll show Doug slicing open this. He'll give some slices. Right.
Well, it's close to being the money shot. There it is.
There it is. You see the smoke ring right there.
Yeah, Mark, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. There it is. And then Doug's just slicing some.
I mean, look at that
meat. And it just fell apart.
Look how moist that is.
And that's the final result on the plate with the chopped salad and the macaroni salad.
That was our meal. So, and it pulls apart. And I wrapped it back up to let it retain its juices, so even more. But resting time really needs to be a long time.
Yeah,
it's
important.
It's a long process, but it was fun. And it was just a choice brisket from the Costco after I had to beat up some people to get to the meats.
Okay. Pete, yes, Phil needs to buy that smoker for you. Definitely.
Yeah.
It is the Traeger Woodridge Pro. And you can get Traeger pellets almost anywhere as well for the smoker. We actually are going to start buying the Kirkland brand.
I think we're going to
at
do
Costco.
Kirkland.
You can grab a bag of 40 40 pounds of those little pellets for like $12.99.
The next one I'm going to do tri-tip. I've never cooked a tri-tip.
Okay, we've got a question here. Ken wants to know, how long did you let it rest?
Just enough. It could have gone a little bit longer, an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It could have gone to minimum of an hour. It should have gone for 2, but I was hungry.
And are there leftovers?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, there are. We're having brisket pizza tonight for dinner.
Barbecue brisket pizza.
Oh.
And then the other side of the pizza is going to be a pesto chicken.
I will take pictures of those pizzas and post them on our Instagram. If you're not following us on social media,
of the brisket sandwich we had the other night.
No, I did not.
Oh my God, we had a brisket sandwich.
Hold on. The pizza, is it done with the flatbread from Trader Joe's, or are you making your own dough?
Okay. Yes.
We're going to be playing with the uni soon.
The uni is coming soon.
We're
just one
baby steps,
one toy at a time. But yeah, you'll definitely want.
We're gonna have who hash on Sunday. Every Sunday, I always make a big breakfast or brunch because we're brunch people, and I always call that we always have who hash.
So yeah, this next Sunday there's going to be who hash. It's brisket in the who hash. So
yeah,
but tonight I will post pictures. If you're not following us on our social media, please check us out on Instagram and on Blue Sky as well as Facebook. And you can find all of our social postings there.
I can actually smell that brisket.
Oh, I am looking so forward.
It was really good.
Yeah, but that pizza, the pizza flatbread that they have at Trader Joe's,
it's
highly recommend it. It's great stuff.
Watermelon pad. The pizza is really good. 90% of everything at Trader Joe's is perfect.
I mentioned Forest's schedule. That actually means Christmas Forest. There's our schedule. We have everything timed out.
We also did this, on the 4th of July, we decorated, put lights on a Christmas tree. We did this on the 4th of July. We made Tiki eggnog, and we sat down and we did our schedule. So what I do is, because I'm a very visual person, I printed out these schedules of each month, and we wrote down what we're doing. So it kind of blocks out. This is all fluid, but it gives us an idea when we're going to start.
Now you'll see the different trees that are there.
We have September.
It starts at 7, but that's because
October.
There wasn't enough room on the screen to see all of them. It's just how long the list is.
We're shooting for Sunday, the 2nd of July, November.
Okay. Now,
and I even put down our dentist appointment in November.
Now,
this is how we're scheduling.
About this list, the first 6 trees refer to the mouse head tree, which sits behind me here on set. Then we also have the snowman tree in our guest bath. We have 2 other trees that are in the master bedroom that will be there, and the Mickey trees that are in the Mickey suite. Those will all be done that first weekend. That's the plan anyway.
Which one? This goes up to 7th.
Yeah, this starts. It's not long.
Oh, it's not long enough.
I went as big as I could.
I'm like, you're missing something. You're missing the first week.
Are those trees that you just referred to done in August, or are they done on Labor Day weekend?
They're done. They're done for Labor Day weekend. So we want to make sure that we have everything ready to go September 1st, so that you see a tree here on set when we start the countdown to Christmas on September 1st.
Bedroom, Mickey room, and then the following. Now we do this also through the week, and the next weekend is hall, master bedroom, and hall, master bedroom. The other one after that is the shiny.
You'll see that the order of the trees, putting them together, this could potentially change depending on our needs as far as getting things done as quickly as we can. Doug also has other paraphernalia that he puts out, like greens, garlands, wreaths.
Lots of garlands, wreaths. That's not on here.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, this is when...
There's a weekend gap at the end of September.
Right. Yes. At the end of September, instead of going from September 21st to October 4th, there's a gap there, and that's because we're going to Disneyland.
We're going to Disneyland to celebrate Disneyland's 70th. So we're just sharing that with you right now. We got the Costco thing, so we're going to Disneyland the end of September.
Now, when he says the Costco thing, you may not be familiar with that is. What it is they were selling tickets, park hopper tickets for $450. That gives you 3 days at the parks, park hopping. It also gives you a $30 dining credit, and they include Lightning Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this is
Ben, do
this
you
is a
have your
lot of
tickets to show?
this is a lot of scrimping and saving on our part because I haven't been to Disneyland in almost 4 years.
Yeah.
2021 for us. Well, technically 20.
We went in 2023,
but it
for
was
a few hours. We were signed in by guests.
It was
we,
for an
we were the
event.
guests
Yeah.
of friends of ours, so we were there for a special event.
Yeah.
Other than that,
we didn't go to Disneyland.
We haven't been to Disneyland since 2021.
And we always celebrate the big anniversaries. And we are shooting for that.
This year is Disneyland's 70th anniversary, so we're very excited about it. So
if you're in Southern California, you want to meet with us, please let us know.
Definitely a road trip. We're excited about it.
But we got done 3 weeks early last year with not even trying.
Yeah. So this schedule, while it is, I have the dates there, it is rather fluid. Things could go faster than what we have here. And that's because we have the garage organized differently now.
Yeah.
I can grab totes, unbox ornaments, and put those totes back very quickly.
The front porch is very, very separate. So Christy wants to know. So Christy Turner, Christy, we're doing the porch the weekend before Friendsgiving. So the weekend of the 15th, 16th of November. You don't want to do it too early.
Look at Donna. Donna says that she hasn't been to Magic Kingdom. She lives 10 minutes from there. But she's been to Epcot.
Oh, well.
Now, here's something that Mark said also. We didn't move our Christmas decorations to storage when we moved into the new house. They're on standby, though.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Yeah. So that's it. This is very flexible.
Hold on. I've got a question about that Christmas tree lot on 49, 50, and 51.
Yes.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That means the porch. We are going to be doing a Christmas tree lot on the porch of our home.
That was the
villa.
15th and 16th.
No, I've just got it there so that we do it over the Veterans Day weekend.
But it is that weekend. It's the weekend before Friendsgiving.
Yeah, but I wanted to do it here. Doug has it on the wrong spot on the calendar.
He's doing it 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
It's going to be done sometime in November.
The tree lot is going to have at least 3 Christmas trees and then also some plywood cutout things that look like the Christmas tree lot from a Charlie Brown Christmas.
We didn't get to watch that.
At least that's the plan.
Yeah, we haven't watched our show to pick our trees that we want to get plywood for and make them.
Yeah.
We don't know what size, but we're going to be watching the show, the Charlie Brown Christmas, and say we want to make that one and that one.
John, the tote organization is insanely amazing. Share your tips. Oh, we will. We will be sharing tips, John. As you watch each week, you'll see more decorating tips from us. So definitely that'll be there. But that's what that means. So if we reach everything here on this list, it'll be 51 trees this year in the forest.
We're moving things around. It could be less, but things absorb to get bigger. Yeah. Some things are now on garlands. Some things are on wreaths. So we're still having, I didn't know we we're going to have 50-ish.
Yeah. So
it could grow. It could also shrink.
That's the plan right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, the list is fluid.
It's a lot.
It could potentially change, but we will always keep you posted. You'll know everything about it, and you'll always be updated on our progress of the Christmas forest starting the countdown to Christmas on September 1st.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna do it now. The fall stuff goes to the end of this month, so in about 2-3 weeks. So we're already celebrating for fall. Do you put a Mickey wreath on your door? Yes, we do.
We do. Janie,
where though?
I will post a picture
inside of the house, not the outside. It goes on the inside.
I will post a picture of the Mickey Mouse wreath that we post on the inside of our front door, so you can see what that looks like. All right, Ben, what's happening on Life with Ben this week?
Well, let's see. Let me pull something here. This is a little McDonald's Happy Meal box. And inside this box, there was a toy. McDonald's launched their Happy Meal toys last week, where they're doing 21 different toys, representations of different things from McDonald's, including the drive-through, different trays of food, a soda dispenser. It's really, really cute little toys. And I unboxed some of these that I was able to find at McDonald's stores this past week. And you'll be able to see these on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, at least the ones I got. They're rolling them out in groups, so I couldn't find them all this past week. So it's going to be an ongoing trek over the next few weeks to try and get a complete collection, which I will then hopefully decorate this small tree with all the items. So
May the force be with you.
I'm just thinking that if I can't get them all, I may be reaching out to some of you if you have any of them at all that you might want to share or whatever. But we'll get there if we need to get there. Anyway, this coming Thursday, you'll see the first 6 toys that I've been able to find.
I'm going to go ahead and highlight this question again. Mark is asking, hey guys, any date set for Joe the Aficionado show? Okay.
All month long.
For those of you that are familiar with that channel, the Christmas Aficionado is just that. He does everything Christmas, just like we like to do around here. He's going to be on our show, but it's going to be either July 21st or July 28th. We don't have the date set. I need to confirm that with him. But he's not going to be just on to talk about his channel. He's going to be on because he wants to be part of PTV Live. He wants to do everything from making a cocktail to doing the craft with Sherry. So we're aiming for the 21st where Sherry would be here on set.
Oh, that poor unfortunate soul.
So, yeah, all month long in July, we're celebrating Christmas. The tree's going to be here. We started July 7th to release everything that you could do sponsors. What we're going to be doing, our calendar, the rest of the 6th month, July 14th is a Monday. We're going to be celebrating Christmas, more Christmas.
Well, with that in mind, we will be showing you all of the ornaments that we purchased
from Hallmark.
From Hallmark for the keepsake ornament release.
So every Monday for all of this month, we're going to have Christmas.
On the 21st, tentatively, is Joe the Aficionado. I have to confirm that with him.
Yeah.
And then the following week, there is another woman. Her name is Anna. Her channel's name is called Cooking the Books. She has agreed to do a Christmas Jell-O salad with us.
Oh my gosh.
So we will be doing another Jell-O because 2025 is the year of Jell-O here on PTV Live. So we're excited about that as well.
So yeah.
When are we going to have Donna on with her Jell-O?
Donna's going to be coming in August.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I haven't confirmed the time with her yet, but yes, we are going to have Donna Jaworski on our show in August for a Jell-O salad featuring something very refreshing for summer. But with that in mind, we want to make sure we give her enough time to recuperate from her extravaganza that's happening this week.
So everybody watch Donna this
She's
weekend.
doing a mega fundraiser for, I think it's Give Kids the World.
Yep.
So she will be doing that. That's on her channel this weekend. You're not going to want to miss that because she will be baking and baking and baking until all the funds are raised for her goal.
Yep, that's what we're doing. Christmas, all of it. And the very last weekend of July, we're going to have fall stuff up. So we're booking ourselves out to basically New Year's.
Yeah.
This is our busy time. We're going to have fun. We're going to make sure we have fun, that we're going to be focused on ourselves. And we're going to take time out for ourselves and friends and family. This might seem like a lot, but it really isn't. If you organize and do everything early.
Yeah.
Just do everything early.
But we are excited about that. Yeah. And yeah, apparently Bath and Body Works, they're doing Summerween.
Summerween is like they actually Home Goods had Summerween. They had ghosts in a pool, like a pool decoration So Summerween is a real thing. So we're going to be celebrating a little bit of that a little bit later. The Halloween tree is going up by the end of the year, the end of this
Indeed,
month.
she's going to be doing a lot of cooking this weekend. So,
It's going to be great.
All right,
So,
everyone. That is this week's episode of PTV Live Holiday
Can't believe it's
Edition.
already here.
We'll be back next Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, on July 14th for another episode of PTV Live Holiday Edition. This has been a lot of fun. Sherry will be back with us. She'll be presenting a craft for Christmas time.
Christmas craft.
So you're not going to want to miss that, along with other little hints and little secrets that we're going to be presenting as well. So stay tuned, everyone. Thank you so much for joining with us tonight. We know you can do anything on a Monday night. We're so thankful that you spent some time with us. Ben, any last words?
Nope, I'm good. Let's go.
All right, everyone.
Yeah, we have cold duck to finish.
Yeah, we do. And we've got the moment of groovy. You'll see what we did this last week.
I can't remember
running
what we
little
did.
errands. Yeah. This is always a good little memory thing for Doug too. So
he's recording. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm always surprised.
All right, everyone.
Enjoy everything. Thank you. If you have any questions about what we had on the show, let us know. Tweet us, text us, courier pigeon. I don't care. So let us know, and we'd love to share this with you. This is super fun. This is our time of year to shine, literally and figuratively. So enjoy the rest of your evening and our little shenanigans, and we'll see you next week.
Everyone, have a great evening. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Ciao.